A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. Here are the latest sporting headlines that's doing the rounds this Wednesday. With just 1 week to go for the end of 2025, the Indian domestic system is once again in focus because the Vijay Hazare Trophy matches are all begun. And we start off with the first major record-breaking feat today that Vaibhav Suryavanshi has achieved. Vaibhav Suryavanshi in the plate division encounter between Bihar and Arunachal Pradesh. He has scored 190 of 84 balls, 16 fours, 15 sixes in that knock. And at the time of doing this morning grab, by the 30th over, Bihar had already crossed 312. It truly is a remarkable achievement that Vaibhav Suryavanshi is doing every single time. But yes, in the international circuit, it's not been an easy time for him. Remember, he was dismissed cheaply in that final of the Under-19 Asia Cup against Pakistan. There were some words exchanged, and when he was going out, there were boos that echoed from the Pakistan fans to him. So, that anger, that all that determination, he's put it out in this game against Arunachal Pradesh. But remember, Bihar are in the plate division, and that is why this knock might go under the radar, but it still continues Vaibhav Suryavanshi's record-breaking feat at this point in time. Now, as far as the other Vijay Hazare Trophy matches are concerned, both Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma are in action today. Virat Kohli, Delhi versus Andhra Pradesh, that will take place in the BCCI COE, and Rohit Sharma, Mumbai versus Sikkim at the RCA Stadium, that's going to take place in Jaipur. So that is why this is the thing. So Virat will face Andhra, Rohit will face Sikkim. At the time of doing this morning wrap, Andhra were batting first and they had already reached about 109 for 2 in 28 overs. On the other hand, Sikkim were also batting first against Mumbai. Now, as far as the other sporting events are concerned, the update that I'm giving you is that all of Delhi's VHT games will be held at the Center of Excellence ground, the COE ground in Bengaluru. Initially, it was expected to be held at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, but because the government had not yet given the security clearance, they still felt that there was some kind of risks involved, and with Virat Kohli playing, they did not want to risk another repeat of June 4th. And that is why all the games will be in the COE ground. So this is one major development, another big blow for the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Let's see how that pans out. Now, from India, let us shift our attention down under to Australia, because the England and Wales Cricket Board are apparently planning to investigate reports that England players were involved in heavy drinking during their trip to Noosa. Now, has that played a role in ensuring that England players lack discipline? That we will come to know very, very soon. But England's problems are only mounting at this point in time. Now, New Zealand announced their squad for the 3 ODIs that they will face against India. Remember, from January 11th onwards until February, 3 ODIs, 5 T20Is in a build-up to the T20 World Cup. That is how it's going to happen. So, Michael Bracewell has been appointed as the ODI captain for the New Zealand-India series. Remember, there are a whole host of injury concerns in the New Zealand camp, and that is why it will be very interesting to see how they cope up with it. Kyle Jamieson returns on the other hand, and that's why it's a boost to their bowling stocks as well. Now, towards the fag end, we all acknowledge that certain players get all the government awards, as the Padma, the Khel Ratna, the Arjuna award and all those things. Jyoti Sureka Vandam, the compound archer, will she get the Khel Ratna this time around? Because for 3 years, she's been topping the Khel Ratna points criteria, but she's been overlooked on a lot of occasions. At one point, even the courts had to come in to just reconsider it. Will she get the Khel Ratna this time, considering that she's done very well at this stage? Then, look, not just Jyoti Vandam. At this point in time, Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana are also in consideration for the Khel Ratna. Remember, both played a pivotal role in ensuring that India managed to win the Women's ODI World Cup for the very first time on November 2. And that's why women's cricket is getting its due recognition in all forms of life as well. So, in India at this point in time, in 2025, towards the fag end, maybe you will see Harmanpreet and Smriti Mandhana get further accolades than what has already been given to them. Then Divya Deshmukh, who won the Chess World Cup, she will also probably get the Arjuna award. So this is the way we are looking at it. It's been a great year when you look at women's sports in general. Jyoti Wendam dominating in archery, the women's cricket team doing well, and Divya Deshmukh becoming the youngest to qualify for the candidates in the women's category at this stage by winning the Chess World Cup at this point in time. And sticking with chess at this stage, in the Global Chess League that just concluded yesterday, the Alpine SG Warriors managed to ensure that Triveni Continental Kings, TCK, did not win a hat-trick of GCL titles. Alpine SG Warriors, they have such a strong lineup, it was expected that they would win, and that is why towards the fag end, Triveni Continental Kings have been denied the hat-trick in the GCL. So that's why this is a huge, huge feat in more ways than one. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Don't forget, a lot of action coming your way. Vijay Hazare Trophy, second innings, Virat and Rohit will be coming out to bat. Bye-bye.